Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers includes Carol T as a playable character in the base roster of There's Robotnik's also another Sonic fan Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers, or was it that just Carol? Alright! Did you know that Carol from Freedom Planet is in Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers, a Sonic fan game, and the reason why it's not Lilac is because canonically she doesn't know how to drive apparently. My god. I see one more comment, I'm gonna lose my mind. I do find it interesting that apparently Lilac doesn't know how to drive because I can't find anything like that on the wiki. Who knows? Maybe it's some obscure Twitter post. Anyway, welcome to the Freedom Planet Fun Facts series. Here we go. This is part 3. The other 2 parts may be in the description. I don't know. I forgot last time. Here we go. Did you know Lilac's father was actually going to show up? Yeah, really. He was canceled for some reason, and if you want my theory, I think that it was planned that this canceled Murga design was going to be her father, but they changed it for whatever reason. In the lore of the water dragons, this goes absolutely crazy, because that means that if this is still true, and that Lilac's father is a pure-blooded water dragon, that means that her mom is whatever she's mixed with, because we still have no idea what Lilac is mixed with. We just know that she's a half water dragon. I'm so glad this video is scripted because I would totally autism out if we're talking about the water dragon lore. Like, I would never shut up ever. I'm so glad this video is scripted. Seriously, the water dragon lore is really deep, and I do plan on making a video about it one day because it goes absolutely crazy. Moving on to more facts about Lilac, according to the Lilac plushie, yes, again, the one I still cannot get for the life of me, please donate it to me, please! Anyway, plush has a card inside the tag of the plush, and it gives some pretty interesting facts about Lilac's character that we wouldn't have known just by playing the games. Here's the description. A speedy water dragon from the planet Avalis, Lilac races into action whenever someone is in trouble. She fights evildoers with her whip-like strands of hair, her powerful dragon boost ability, and her sassy attitude. And also, most importantly, this card tells us what she likes and what she doesn't like. What she likes is racing, plum flowers. Totally not me editing this realizing that I said plum flowers when it's plum blossoms. Like, bro, how did I even mess that up? Like, that's not even my dyslexia messing up. Like, that's just straight up me being stupid. It clearly says blossoms there, and I said flowers. In movies, what she doesn't like is villains, bees, and being woken up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think I totally agree with the bees and being woken up part. I hate those things, dude. I hate bees, and I hate being woken up. So, I can totally agree with those 2 things. Overall, I think this adds a lot of cool lore to her character that we wouldn't have seen otherwise, so honestly, I would love to see Lilac's bee phobia show up in Freedom Planet 3.
Cyclone!
By now you've probably heard that when you hold down and X on certain dialogue boxes in Freedom Planet 1, you'll get the bloopers of the voice actors messing up. Now, all the bloopers in this game are amazing and are absolutely peak.
Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time?
Carol, you stupid furball! Don't take your flea bath some other time! I gotta go check out those civilians, because we won't be able to get through the plot if I don't!
But there's one blooper that was actually cut from the game. And here it is.
You'll have to take it first, Steak Man. Steak Man.
Why this was cut is beyond me. It's absolutely amazing. If I had to guess, it's probably for pacing reasons because this is the only blooper that would have taken place mid-stage. Anyways, here's some cut dialogue from Carol, and I'm just going to let it play because I genuinely can't describe how weird and crazy this is. Brace yourself, it's weird.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Throw robots at us? Giant robots with lasers in their butt cheeks, maybe.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I'm kind of glad this was cut. Alright, sticking with things that aren't actually in the game. You know that Easter egg where Lilac starts dancing once you stand next to the disco balls? Well, there's a completely finished other dance animation that just doesn't play for some reason. And I have no idea why, but here it is. I'm showing it on screen now. The other characters don't have canceled dance animations, so I don't know why this one was scrapped because it's just as good as the one we have, and honestly, it's fine. I really don't see what the issue here is. So this is me editing this again. Now that I've thought about it more, the reason why this dance animation might have been canceled is because she uses peace signs, which in some countries, peace signs are actually offensive. Maybe they were trying to future-proof the game, that when the game got translated into other languages, they don't accidentally offend someone. But that's my only theory. Leave your own theories down below. Again, Freedom Planet for some reason has the most amount of cut content I've ever seen in a game. Like, there is just mountains of this stuff. It's honestly really interesting. One day I do plan on covering every single cut content on Freedom Planet and going over the demo because it is an absolute monster of cut content.
Cyclone!
Now, do you want to hear something aggressively autistic that only I would notice? Here we go. On the Nintendo Switch page for Freedom Planet 2, they use unique artwork that isn't seen anywhere else. Here it is. Now compare that to the artwork on Steam. For some reason, the characters in the Switch version are more spread out. And on the PlayStation Store, they're grouped together. This makes more sense because PlayStation's website is more compact. But for the Switch version, I have no idea why it's more spread out. I'm the only person in the entire universe who's autistic enough to actually notice this, but I thought I'd mention it because I at least hope someone out there in the world is gonna find this interesting. I just know there's gonna be one guy on his computer just going absolutely crazy, doing 79 backflips because he just found out that the art is different between PlayStation and the Switch. And to that guy, I respect you, man. I wanna shake your hand. Alright, now we're gonna get to the big fact of the video. In the first part of this series, I mentioned how there's been a lot of teasers for Freedom Planet 3 in Freedom Planet 2, or it's Freedom Planet 2 DLC. Now, I want to give you my theory on when we might see this Freedom Planet DLC or Freedom Planet 3 announcement. So here's my theory. Right now, Galaxy Trail is working on Chrono Gear Warden of Time. This game is still in development and actively being worked on. I don't know when it's going to be released or if it's close to release, but we might get an announcement for Freedom Planet 3 or Freedom Planet 2 DLC once it's close to release or it actually is released. That's my first theory. My second theory is way more optimistic, and that's I think that we might get a teaser on the 11th anniversary of the franchise, which is coming up in July. Personally, I don't think this is super likely. I think this is probably like a 5% chance of happening. But hey, we'll see. And then we've got what I really want to happen. This is probably the best case scenario. They tease or reveal something at Sonic Amateur Games Expo, which is how Freedom Planet 2 was shown off, which Freedom Planet 2 was shown off a lot at Sage. So hopefully we see Freedom Planet 3 or Freedom Planet 2 DLC at the same event. Fingers crossed, man. I would absolutely kill for that.
Cyclone!
Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. If you made it to the end, comment your favorite Freedom Planet character in an entire essay of why they're your favorite. Also, here are some nice comments I got from the last previous videos. These comments really made my day. So just remember, guys, when you comment something, you're really fueling my motivation to make these videos because I don't really care about views. I more care about people commenting because it shows that people like my stuff. Anyone can get views nowadays, it's practically meaningless. I just care that people like what I'm putting out there. Anyways, the Freedom Fighters review is still happening. I just haven't gotten around to doing more lines for it because I've been really tired recently. Hopefully I'll get around to doing that. We're aiming for the July release date, but I really don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, I'll pop off. Some planned videos that I want to do are the history of the water dragons, like I mentioned earlier, and I want to do a entire history of Freedom Planet video. Those two videos will take a long time to make, so I might have to take a break from the weekly uploads to make those, especially if the Freedom Fighters review is going to come out in July. And one last thing, as of me saying these sentences right now, the first Freedom Planet Facts video has 12,000 views. Y'all are crazy. I know I said that I don't care about views that much, but I really didn't think this would happen. Like, unironically, I think that's one of the biggest Freedom Planet videos out there, which is just crazy, guys. Like, you're insane. So thank you for that. I'm gonna try to make more Freedom Planet videos. I want to be the first Freedom Planet YouTuber. Technically, there's already a Freedom Planet YouTuber in quotation marks, but it's in another language, so yeah. But don't worry, I'm still gonna do sprite animation stuff. Just that stuff takes way longer, so if you're only here for sprite animation stuff, I understand. I've talked for long enough. Here's the outro. Peace.